of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair. Shadow, I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him.
Yes, Doctor. You will regret ever having created me. You're going straight to hell.
Fake? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake.
Just leave it to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Hey, let's get to work.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie. All hail Shadow the Hedgehog. All hail the Dark Knight of Hedgehogs. Shadow. All hail Shadow. All hail Shadow. That actually was a good film. Okay. Shadow the Hedgehog, excuse me. Sonic the Hedgehog #3, the third movie, is actually good. And it's gonna make this vlog hard for me to do. This movie review hard for me to do. Because it was actually kind of good. And I knew that it would be good going into it, but I don't know. I was expecting them to mess it up a little bit more than they did, which is a good thing. That's always a good thing. And they even like pulled some twists and turns that were not part of the movie, which made it good, made it refreshing. But I do have some things to say about the movie. My name is Shadow. Heed my call, Hedgehog. Huh. My name is Shadow the Hedgehog. Huh. Maria? Huh. Oh man. Let's start with the beginning of that flick, okay? Spoilers ahead. Turn off the review now if you haven't seen the movie. Turn off the review. Yeah, the opening was very go. It was missing a little bit of context, but I guess looking back at it, it doesn't really need a whole lot of context. People know, especially people coming from the gaming world, the Sonic gaming worlds, they know the storyline. They know that Shadow the mother freaking Hedgehog is gonna break out of that gun facility. Boom! He's gonna break out of that facility where they held him captive for 50 freaking years, and that's exactly what happened. You know that motherfucker is gonna escape, boy. Damn! And Shadow went crazy on me. Was I black? He was freaking blasting their ass. He freaking got him. He was teleporting around them. He was kicking them, just like shout out to Shadow the Hedgehog 2005. That was sick. Okay, there was a lot of good, actual good callbacks from the games, which is good. That kind of happened in the last movie. I called the last movie like Sonic Heroes. It's going a little bit out of order of when these games came out, because this one kind of followed like the Sonic Adventure 2 storyline. Last time, I'm getting into my real nerd shit here. Last time they kind of followed Sonic Heroes a little bit, and this was like a combination too, the third one of Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2. So I don't know, it was good. I liked it. Carrey's got to come back, man. Jim Carrey's got to come back for the next one, otherwise the franchise might be over. I thought that they were gonna like cap it with this one. I thought this was gonna be it, but I'm a fool. This is Hollywood. They gotta make money, okay? They have to really bring Jim Carrey back, because I really think that he's carried the last 3 movies hardcore. This one, Keanu Reeves in this, he played Shadow the Hedgehog, the mother freaking Hedgehog, okay? Chaos Control. He nailed it. He did a great fucking job. So they need to have him come back, or like continue on with Shadow's storyline with like a TV show or something. It seems like they might. It seems like they're probably going to do that. I don't mean to like jump around in their view here, but yeah, like back to the beginning. I do kind of like what they did with this storyline. They had like the fucking. They had like a combination of like scenes from the video games, from Shadow the Hedgehog and also Sonic Adventure 2. That was fucking awesome, with like Shadow being on top of like the wreckage, the rubble there. And he took out all of Team Sonic, which I thought was an interesting choice. Later on, they fight again, and you know, Chaos Control, they're fully fledged out with all these freaking Master Emerald and the 7 Chaos. Okay, they both become Super Sonic and Super Shadow, and it was similar to like, I didn't like the show, the Obi-Wan show, But the scene where like Vader and Obi-Wan fight, it's like fan service. It's cool. That's what it felt like. This scene, Sonic versus Shadow, Super Sonic versus Shadow, Chaos Control. So fucking epic, and it was good. It was like I felt like the writers really did feel like they can't fuck it up because it actually has to be good. It's Sonic versus Shadow, and that they kind of skipped over like some fights that the game had in Sonic Adventure 2. So I think they did it well with with the Super Sonic and Super Shadow fight. Couple of things I do wish, like the Bio Lizard was in the movie, obviously. Okay, if you played Sonic Adventure 2, you know what I'm talking about. That freaking lizard, bro. That thing was epic. But I understand why they didn't put it in the movie. It would have been a bit much. And Shadow's story isn't done. It looks like he's coming back here at the end, which I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like if they did it right and they capped these movies, Shadow would have maybe sacrificed himself. I know in the games it's like the same thing. He comes back because we can't let Shadow die. He comes back in the next game and he uses guns. Sonic Adventure 2 was not his death. He fucking executes. And he gets his revenge, and aliens create him Black Doom. Sonic X Shadow Generations, Radical Highway. Shadow. Black Doom comes back to get his revenge on Shadow the Hedgehog. He destroyed him once, but he will not let it happen again. Anyway, that's getting a little bit too far into the games. But I liked a good number of things in this movie. I like that it seemed like Eggman it seemed like Robotnik and Team Sonic were going to team up for a bit there. But then Eggman went off with his grandfather, which, interesting choice having him play two characters. I thought he did good. Again, I think Jim Carrey carries these movies to the best of his ability. I think that if he wasn't in there, and I think if he's not in the next one, if he actually is retiring, that could be bad. But I don't know. He might come back, but that ending was pretty definitive. I don't know. I thought the same thing with Shadow, though, in Sonic Adventure 2, so they can make it happen. It was like unexplained how Eggman came back from the second movie, again, back into this movie. But we can just assume like probably one of his robots saved him or something like that. This time, though, at the end of the movie, I like that something happened. And I think that something was Eggman sacrificing himself, which is good. Because in the games, it's Shadow. And it seemed like it was Shadow also. Like, they even said, like, Robotnik and Shadow sacrificed themselves. But then we saw Shadow coming back in the end credit scene, inhibitor ring. All hail Shadow! So fucking epic, bro. So, these games are good. These movies are actually good now. It took them a little while to get in the groove of these movies and find their way, but I think this time they actually did. It's a good movie. They could have fucked it up. I was nervous they're gonna fuck it up, but it's a good enough of a storyline where it's gonna hit emotionally. And my favorite part too was seeing how, like, parents in the crowd that didn't know the Shadow the Hedgehog storyline from Sonic Adventure 1, like, seeing, like, how they reacted. That was my favorite part, because I knew it was coming. We'll talk about Maria. It is a bold move to kill a kid in a movie, especially in a children's movie, and I knew that shit happened in the games. When I saw her dead body, like, laying down in the trailer, I was like, fuck, man, they're doing it. Like, this is gonna be an emotional story, and it was good. Okay, one thing that I thought that they messed up was towards the end, I guess like the middle end, Sonic and Shadow, like, they had it, they were nailing it, and it went too fast, man, at the end. I think it should have been a little bit longer. Maybe a Bio-Lizard, I don't know, I'm biased, I like the Bio-Lizard, but maybe something like that. I do like that Sonic and Shadow were working together. Live and Learn fucking played, that was epic. But I heard that in the trailer, so that was good. They had the fucking I Am the Eggman ringtone, okay? That was fucking crazy. They had a lot of good callbacks from the games. They called Shadow Hot Topic, okay? I liked it. I did like it. I do think that it probably needed to be a little bit longer, but it's definitely the best Sonic movie. I didn't really watch Knuckles. What kind of Sonic fan am I? I didn't see Knuckles, the show. I'll probably go back and watch that at some point, but I'm not excited for it. If it was called Sonic and Knuckles, that'd be cooler. I would go watch that, but it's probably not. But fuck, last thing, Maria. That was a crazy. That was nailed to the key. Shadow and fucking Maria. That was awesome, man. That was fucking awesome. The only thing that could have made that more impactful again is if Shadow just like died at the end. And was like, this is what you wanted, right, Maria? This is what you wanted. That would have been, in my opinion, nailing the cake. But I like what they're doing. I understand that they want to keep the Sonic series going. And it's good for me, too, because we're going to have more movie reviews. So, I don't know. Carrie might be dead. I'm conflicted about that because it was a good ending for him. But I want to see him come back because he really does carry these movies. I'm nervous about the movies without him in them. But, of course, you saw that other ending credit scene, Metal Sonic and Amy. That's freaking cool, man. That's freaking cool. All hail Shadow! This has been David's Epic Movie Reviews. Better than the last two. By far, I think, personally. The last two, they were okay. The second one was better than the first one by a little bit because it had the Sonic Heroes references and they're building the universe. But this, I thought they nailed this. All hail Shadow! Ugh, chaos! Blast! Chaos control! What do you think Shadow actually means when he's saying chaos blast? He's saying, I will just wreck you and I will destroy you with my semen? Is Shadow saying, I will wreck you and I will destroy you with my semen when he says chaos blast? Is that what he means? Chaos control! The servers are the 7 chaos. Ah! So fucking epic, bro. This movie, 10 out of 10, a million. This movie, a million out of a million. Knuckles was so freaking funny. Amy was in the movie. Tails was in the freaking movie. Tails and Sonic, their relationship was to die for. Oh my god, I thought we were a team, Sonic. But Sonic, I have to do this by myself. I'm mad. And oh fuck, I should talk about this. When they almost executed Tom, that was crazy. That was epic. I do have to go because I think my camera's about to die, but that was an epic movie. A million out of 10. Sonic the motherfreaking Hedgehog 3. Check that shit, boy. Check that shit. All hail Shadow! Let's do something cool here for this egg. Let's do fucking live and learn. Shadow fucking sacrifices himself to the fucking bio lizard. Let's go. Boom!
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
The servers are the 7 chaos. With these chaos emeralds and the master emerald, I will turn into Super Shadow and become the ultimate hedgehog, the ultimate life form. I am the ultimate life. Damn, not here.